Good evening everyone. My name is Dr. Saurabh Roy. Welcome you all in the lecture of electromagnetic waves and transmission line. So that is the introduction lecture of second year electromagnetic waves and transmission lines. Okay. So what is electromagnetic wave? So the name itself it suggested that it consists of electric as well as magnetic part. Okay. So the things are that here we can see the how the electromagnetic waves is generated by using time varying electric and magnetic field. We are creating a time varying electric field is created magnetic wave, and time varying magnetic field is created electric field. So time varying things are created the electromagnetic waves, which consist electric as well as magnetic part. So it moves around like that, it transmits through an antenna, and how it is covering or how it is transmitting through the signal by using antenna. Now here electric part as well as only electric part is available, magnetic part we are not able to see the things. But now in the next slide this we can see the how the electric and magnetic field is there. So in the blue we can see that is the electric field, how it is varying with time, okay, and magnetic field also, that is called B dot magnetic field vector. So that is electric field and magnetic field. And one important thing you can notice here. So the important thing is whenever, so that is called electric field. This is the electric field vector. This is the magnetic field vector. But both are perpendicular to each other. Whenever we will see this, both are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so that is the beauty of electromagnetic wave. Electric field and magnetic field both are present, but both are perpendicular to each other, and they are moving around the space in such a way that electric field also present, magnetic field also present. But their gap is between electric and magnetic field vector, that is 90 degree. Okay. So here you can observe how electric magnetic wave is propagated by changing the variation of electric field as well as the variation of magnetic field. Now why we want to study that electromagnetic waves and transmission line? Because it is one of the difficult subject throughout the engineering career of electronics and communication engineering as well as EEE people. So it is one of the difficult subject, MWTL. So many people are not able to understand how electromagnetic waves is generated, how it is working, what is Maxwell equation, how Maxwell equation will work in real communication and other things, why we are using. So what is the use or what is the purpose of learning this particular subject, which is very difficult. So first thing, so there are tremendous application of electromagnetic waves in different areas. So electromagnetic waves, so we are using, so in microwave or microwave things purpose, so that also electromagnetic waves is generated. Even also satellite communication for transmitting the information, we are using electromagnetic waves. Even in optical communication also, optics means light signal is also consist of electromagnetic signal, which consists of electric as well as magnetic parts. So those are the different application where EMWTL or electromagnetic waves is used to detect the things, to identify things, to transmit the information, to getting the information, to convey the information, everything. So that's why it is the one of the basic subject which covers lots of area in wireless communication, in satellite communication, and microwave engineering. So all the things basic, that is electromagnetic waves and transmission line. Okay. Now what are the adverse effect of the electromagnetic waves? So those things, those are the benefits we have seen, those are the use as a benefit of the EMW or electromagnetic waves. Those are the application, or we can say that those are the practical things where we are using EMWTL. But what are the adverse effect? So that is called cell phone radiation. That is one of the adverse effect of EMW or electromagnetic waves. So how the things, whenever electromagnetic radiation is constantly around from various sources and in its small doses. So here one person is moving around the street, but there are so many electromagnetic sources are there, like mobile towers, like our mobile phones, like so many devices also. So all devices working in maximum devices electromagnet generates some electromagnetic waves, mobile phones are transmitting or radiating the electromagnetic signal. So when a person is moving through a path, so here his radiation is constantly around from various sources and in small doses. So whenever a person continuously receiving the electromagnetic energy, even though it's non-ionizing radiation energy, then also it produces heat. If continuously you receive that small doses also, lots of energy you received in hours, in a day you receive tremendous amount of energy. So that's why it has an adverse effect, and due to this electromagnetic energy radiation and EMW radiation, there are so many cases found regarding cancer and other things, breast cancer, human different cancers. Okay, so that is the one of the adverse effect of EMWTL. So whenever we learn something, we should know the important and as well as adverse effect of those things. Now comes under history. So that is the person who generates or who is called James Clerk Maxwell in 1860. So those are the four historical equations. We can see that four historical equations because based on those are the governing equation of the wireless communication. Okay, so in this particularly these two equations we can cover 2.5 units of our whole syllabus based on those particular two equations. So first one equation is del dot dou equal to rho b, that comes under Gauss law. Then del dot b equal to 0 for Gauss law for magnetism. Then del cross E equal to minus dou v by dou t, that is comes under Faraday's law. And next one is modified Ampere's law, or we can call it as Ampere's Maxwell law, that is called del cross H equal to J plus dou d by dou t. So d is the displacement current and J is current vector. So those are the governing equation by Maxwell in 1860. He developed those equation. He actually rearranged all those equations. So you can say what is the Maxwell contribution in here, because all laws are already existed. But here you have seen in the fourth law, so how the electromagnetic wave is generated. So he explained by using this time varying electric field, how time varying electric field created magnetic field, how time varying magnetic field is created the electric field, how it is related. So here this is the Ampere's Maxwell law, that is called modified. So in Ampere's law we are getting del cross H equal to J. So the current is related to the conduction current density, but he mentioned that point apart from conduction currents and density, there is another current which is called displacement current density, which is also takes a vital part in the current part. So there is basically two components, one is conduction current, another one is displacement current. So he added this time these terms, so that is called modified Ampere's law, or Clerk Maxwell found that things are not there. So he is the one of the great person in the field of wireless communication who developed those things to run the things around the world in wireless. Nowadays we have seen IoT application, all the things that comes under wireless and others, but these are the basic funda of wireless communication, how the wireless or signal is propagated from one point to the another point. So based on his work, this IEEE milestone in electrical engineering and computing. So IEEE, that is the Society of Electronics and Electrical Engineers. So they give in August 2009 these things to his family, that he has done a tremendous works in the field of electrical engineering and computing. So this called Maxwell's equation. So these four equations del dot B. So in these things they mentioned those four equations, del dot D equal to rho B, del dot B equal to 0, del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T, as well as del cross H equal to J plus dou D by dou T. So those are the four equations by using Maxwell unified theory of electricity, magnetism and light. Those are applicable in all conditions, electricity, magnetism as well as lights. So this is one of the unique things which developed by 1860 James Clerk Maxwell, and so many shows are running going based on those equations. Okay. Now comes under these two great scientists. So first one is this Hertz, Henry Hertz. We know the units of the frequency is Hertz. So based on his names, the unit of top frequency came. So 1891, so this Henry Schwarz validated the Maxwell theory. We already seen the Maxwell theory is the del cross, the things, 4 laws are developed by Maxwell, del dot D equal to rho B, del dot B equal to 0, del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T, and del cross H equal to J plus dou D by dou T. But these things, this person validated the Maxwell theory, practically he validated the Maxwell theory in 1891, Henry Schwarz. But in our Indian subcontinent or Indian, so Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose, 1895, first public demonstration of this wireless communication. So in these times, in 1895, he generates the signal which covers a short range, that is the wireless signal, which has frequencies near about 50 or 56 gigahertz. So that such frequency he generates in the workings done in 1895. And he also public demonstrated in London these things by using gunpowder and others. He demonstrated how the wireless communication or wirelessly the transmission is possible from one point to the another point by using wireless. So that is the first public demonstration of Jagdish Chandra Bose in 1895. So we can proud that he is one of the great scientists from our Indian. Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose from Kolkata. So there is so many institutions or so many awards also under his name, Jagdish Chandra Bose. Now coming to the that is called first translating radio communication over a distance of 2000 miles from UK to Newfoundland. So that is called Marconi. So he covered for translating radio communication. So whatever Jagdish Chandra sir said, that is for short communication, but he covered a large distance, near about 2000 miles from UK to Newfoundland. Through wirelessly he communicated. That is the first public or first we can say that high range he covered through wireless communication. So those are the foundation or history of wireless communication or electromagnetic theory or electromagnetic waves. How come it started from Maxwell, then Sir Henry Schwarz, then our Indian scientist Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose, as well as this man who is behind this long distance communication. So based on this, now satellite communication, now microwave communication, all those things comes under this, how electromagnetic propagation through the medium, wireless medium. Okay. So this has huge application. Now we will see the another point that is called transmission line. So we have subject is electromagnetic waves, that already we discussed some history and others. What are the application areas? Now another important part is transmission line. So transmission line means convey the information from one point to the another point. Transmission line is a medium that converts power from one point or that transfers from one point to the another point. Okay. So those are the basically used transmission line, that is coaxial cable, microstrip lines, then two conductor systems, then this waveguide and others. Okay. So those are the used. So coaxial cable we are used in our TV cables and others. In our labs also we are using coaxial cable. Microstrip lines, which has a limitation up to 3 to 5 gigahertz, which are used for using microstrip antennas. Filters, we are using microstrip lines for high frequency application up to 3 to 4, 6, 7 gigahertz up to. Next, two conductor system. So things, microstrip coaxial cable and microstrip line, that is the two conductor system, that is comes under transmission line. Another things that is called waveguide, that is also transmission line, but it is a one conductor system. Okay. So those are the transmission line. We will discuss what are the different, how we can connect, what are the parameters of connection, how we can find out its equivalent circuit in the transmission line theory. So electromagnetic waves we started, so we also covered the transmission line also in the syllabus. Now we will see what are the EMWTL. We already, why we will. So these are the basic subject for microwave engineering. This is the basic subject for optical fiber communication. This is the basic subject for satellite communication. This is the basic subject for EMI, EMC. Okay. So microwave engineering, we are using the signal for transmitting information from one point to the another point. So whatever the signal we are transmitting, that is called electromagnetic waves, which carries which away or carries some information from one point to the another point. Then we will see the optical fiber communication. So optical fiber or fiber optics, which consists of light, or light is the part of a electromagnetic signal or electromagnetic. So optic fiber communication, so that is the basics. EMWTL or electromagnetic wave and transmission line is the basic of optical fiber communication. As well as we have will study in final year, that is satellite communication. So through satellite, how the communication takes place from one earth station to the another earth station. So those are the subject which is directly related to the satellite communication. Another things is there, this is our basic practical application, EMI and EMC. So what is EMI? Electromagnetic interference and electromagnetic compatibility. Whenever we have designed such like laptops, iPhones, mobile phones and other things, we have seen so many components are using at a time, like transmitter, receiver, amplifier. So there must be some electromagnetic interference whenever some signal is transmitting, that is electromagnetic signal, and receiver is capturing some signal, that is also consists of different electric or electromagnetic waves. There so they are capturing some electromagnetic waves. Again, amplifier is there. So EMI, so electromagnetic interference are also there. So those are the direct subjects, and direct we'll see in the next, in 3.2 or 4.1, indirectly it is related to the EMWTL. So this is the basic subject of one of the basic subject, that is electromagnetic wave and transmission line, and one of the toughest subject in the engineering, we can say. So those are the things which will cover our optical fiber communication, microwave engineering, satellite, EMI, EMC. Those are the basic subjects of EMW. Now the syllabus is consist of, first is electrostatics. We'll cover Coulomb's law, electric field intensity, electric flux density, then energy density, dielectric constant, continuity equation. Then next unit will cover different laws. So those laws which comes under Maxwell equation and others. So first 3 units is directly related to the Maxwell equations, and last 2-3 units is related to the transmission line. So transmission line we are discussing, so what are the different equivalent circuit of that transmission line, how transmission lines works to transfer from one point to the another point or large distance, what are the different calculation we are doing, calculate. So those things we will calculate in EMWTL or electromagnetic waves and transmission line. So I hope you people will understand my lectures, and in the next lecture we'll start some other things. We'll start Coulomb's law, what are the different first electrostatics, what is electric field, what is magnetic field, how electromagnetic waves is created, what is the origin of charge, how charge can create electric field, how when charge is motion, what will happen, when charge is accelerated, then what will happen. So those things we will discuss. So basically we'll refer to test books, one is Sadiku, another is HAT, so William. So we'll cover these 2 things or 2 test books, that is the elements of electromagnetics as well as engineering of electromagnetics. Apart from those 2 books, we'll add some other lectures also. Okay, so thank you everyone. So in the next lecture we'll start the basic things of electromagnetics and transmission lines. Thank you.